gonna be a long night. Hello, my name is Jason Carter and welcome to the pitch for our documentary, A Grain of Sand. I've been touring for about 20 years in about 90 different countries, and I've got a passion for intercultural dialogue through music, which has taken me to places such as Afghanistan, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, North Korea and Saudi Arabia, any place where I feel that music can make a difference in society. I've been coming to the United Arab Emirates for more than 20 years. Back in the day when the Abu Dhabi highway was a dual carriageway with speed bumps, and you'd find locals sitting on mats with coffee pots watching cars go by. In the old days, it was much easier to touch the heritage and culture and music of the Emirati people. And suddenly, this happened. But before all of this, there was pearl diving. Pearl diving was one of the main sources of income along the coastal areas of the UAE and the Gulf in general. But that all came to an end when the Japanese started cultivating pearls in the 20s. And by the 30s, the market had slumped completely, which drove everyone out of business. Anyone who's been to the Gulf would have heard about the pearl divers in the region, seen some shows or been to the museum and seen pictures. But less is known about the music of the pearl divers and the significance it had in their lives at sea. Music played a very important role, I think psychologically especially, as they were preparing their boats for sea. It was a dangerous job. I mean, some guys didn't come back. So the community would gather on the beaches and they would be part of that process of saying goodbye to their loved ones. Songs of danger, songs of longing, songs of hope, songs of survival. One of the most fascinating aspects of the music of the pearl divers was how music was used in terms of timing a diver's dive. So a diver would dive for pearls and the guys would be on the boat singing a song about him. And the song would last for as long as he could hold his breath. And if the song had finished and he wasn't out of the water, they'd go and rescue him. One important question I'd love to ask in this documentary is, in light of the rapid development within the Gulf, what happened to the pearl divers? Are there any left in the UAE? What about their families? What happened to their music? Has this tradition been forgotten forever? I have the feeling that the heritage is already lost. It feels that way. And if we don't try and find these remaining old pearl divers who are still alive in the country, some of those stories will be lost forever. Has the rapid development of the UAE completely bulldozed over the magical heritage and music of the pearl divers? Or will we be able to just scratch the surface and bring it to light one last time? So here's the plan. We're going to drive from Ras Al Khaimah right down through the UAE to the coasts of Ruwais and Liwa, looking for the pearl divers and their families. We're going to knock on doors, ask around, sit with people, play with people, and just try and open as many doors as possible with regards to finding the relevant old men that might be still alive in this country. It would be amazing to bring these guys together so that they could share their experiences, talk about life as it was. It was much harder, of course, in those days. We're going to sit with them, play with them, hear their stories, hear their family stories, and ultimately bring them together for one last concert. We're excited about you being on this journey with us in the rediscovery of the music of the pearl divers. There is, however, a sense of urgency with this film. We want to bring these old men together for the first and last time with their own stories through music and show the Emirates and the wider world the beauty and profundity and the meaning of these pearl diving songs. Help us to bring this heritage to light one last time before it's too late.